Hi there, my name is Tyler McSparin, and I'm going to be your student's geometry teacher here at the Lead Innovation Studio this year. This is my second year teaching at LEAD, it's my eighth year of teaching overall. I've taught a couple other math classes here, and I'm also teaching computer science this year, and I'm really looking forward to having your student in class. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this class is going to look like. Okay, so the first thing that we want to go ahead and look at here is the Summit Learning Platform. So hopefully you've had a chance to log into the Summit Learning Platform and learn little bit about it. But I specifically want to look at geometry. So when you look at geometry, what you're going to see are there are math units across the top. This is your student's year view, by the way. Um, there are math units across the top, and then there are power focus areas here through the middle. So the math units, those will be composed of the things that we actually do in class. So these will be assessed in class. They'll be based off of activities that we do in class, and we try and be as participatory as possible in class. Um, those aren't things that as a parent you'll need to worry a ton about. For power focus areas, these are the things that have to be much more individualized. You'll see there are 9 power focus areas, and your student will have to pass all 9 of those in order to pass the class. Let's focus in on one of these power focus areas real quick. They look just like other power focus areas in other classes. You're going to have a diagnostic. You'll have multiple objectives. When you click on the objective, there are going to be a list of resources. And as the year goes along, I will be adding resources in here as well. Now, the reason that I want to show you the power focus areas is that this will be the focus of your students at home time, is working on these power focus areas. So every day that your student is at home learning virtually, they're going to access Microsoft OneNote, and they all have access to this already. We've practiced it in class. So for instance, day 3, your student would go in, and by the way, this is my OneNote, so you can see a lot of my students here along the side. Your student will only be able to see their own name. They won't be able to see other students. So each of them has their own folder that has their day's work in it. So there's a couple of sections. Your student will see a video. There's one video for every single day that they're at home. They should watch that video and take notes. And then there's going to be a try it problem. So this problem is going to be very similar to the video problem, and it's their chance to try that same skill. Now, these are all building directly towards passing those PFAs. They're very specific for passing PFAs. Your student should be doing work on this try it because I can then go in, see their work, give them feedback, and address misconceptions. So if you're looking to support at home, you should be supporting your kids as they're working on OneNote at home. That's the big thing. In terms of communication, you can obviously reach me through my email at any time. You can find my email right there on the LEAD website. The other thing you should be looking for is this is Microsoft Teams. So this is the communication tool that I'm going to be using most with your student. For the kids, it looks a little bit more like texting or chatting, so it's a little more native for them in terms of using it. There are some groups set up, so you can see I've got my 1A geometry, 4A geometry, 1B, and 4B. So I can communicate directly with my student groups. I'll use these to send reminders. So for instance, you can see that here I sent a reminder to remind kids to watch the day 3 video and do the day 3 try it. So I'll be sending sort of daily reminders there. But it's also a good place for your student to communicate with me one-on-one. If they have a question, they can just send me a message in Teams, and I can usually respond to it pretty quickly during the day. So if you're seeing your student communicate through Teams, that's a good thing. They should be using that. Obviously, you can still get a hold of me through email. Your students can still get a hold of me through email. And those are all good ways to communicate. So hopefully this answers some questions for you. If you have any more questions at all, please reach out to me. Let me know. And I look forward to a great year with your student.